Good afternoon, y'all. I hope this video finds you well, and that you're doing well, and that you might have some use from the content of this video. That you might find it edifying, uplifting. So please bear with me as we wait for viewers, and while I tag people. Laura says, "Good afternoon." Good afternoon to you too, sister. How has your day been going? Mary says, "Hi, Oshea." Hello, Mary. Glad to have you, sister. How has your day been going? I do hope you all have had a wonderful day so far. I mean, we aren't that far into it, but Laura says, "Meh, it's a day." Well, that's what I told CJ. CJ says, "Hi, we'll be on shortly." I was wondering where you were at. Okay, see you in a bit, brother. Laura says, "I'm really tired today. I was out way too late on a school night last night. I had a date night with my hubby and his family. Oh, it's just one of those days where you wake up and it's just slow, and then it's slow, and it's still slow, and the day keeps trying to go on, but you're not into it." Well, I hope you had a good time with your hubby and his family last night. I mean, I suppose you did because you stayed out way too late. Laura says, "Right, I'm having a hard time keeping up with myself." I know the feeling. After working yesterday and the day before with Ron, um, CJ says, "I got 2 classes to go." Okay, brother. Yeah, I woke up and it was just one of those. Your muscles were so sore that you felt like you were plastered to your bed. It was one of those mornings. Laura says, "My wittiness is a little slow today." LOL. You're not kicking quite as high as normal then, eh? Nope. Well, At least you're still kicking, then. Today we will be reading from Ecclesiastes, chapter 4. Laura says amen to that. Ecclesiastes, chapter 4. Then I returned and saw all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter. Wherefore I praised the dead that have been long dead more than the living that are yet alive. Yea, better than them both did I esteem. Him that hath not yet been, who hath not yet seen the evil work that is done under the sun. Then I saw all labor and every skilful work, that for this a man is envied of his neighbor. This also is vanity and a striving after the wind. The fool foldeth his hands together and eateth his own flesh. Better is a handful with quietness than 2 handfuls with labor and striving after wind. Then I returned and saw vanity under the sun. There is one that is alone, and he hath not a second, yea, he hath neither son nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor, neither are his eyes satisfied with riches. For whom then, saith he, do I labor and deprive my soul of good? This also is vanity, yea, it is a sore travail. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, and hath not another to lift him up. Again, if 2 lie together, then they have warmth, but how can one be warm alone? And if a man prevail against him that is alone, 2 shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. Better is a poor and wise youth than an old and foolish king, who knoweth not how to receive admonition any more. For out of prison he came forth to be king, yea, even in his kingdom he was born poor. I saw all the living that walk under the sun, that they were with the youth the second that stood up in his stead. There was no end of all the people, even of all them over whom he was. Yet they that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and a striving after the wind. Anybody have any comments over the reading? I kind of like how he's doing the 2 is better than 1. It seems a little obvious, but sometimes you just gotta be obvious to some people. Laura says, I always think about people chasing wind. You don't know where it starts and you don't know where it goes, so why try to chase it? Exactly, and if you are chasing it, you still can't catch it either. There's no real purpose to chasing the wind. It is pointless. C says, that's why God said it is not good for man to be alone. Because we start to do crazy things when we're alone too long. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken. Have you ever... Well, we have what we bind around our hay bales, twine. And, if you tie one strand of twine to something, it can snap fairly easy. But if you take 3 of them and you braid them together, that 3 woven twine string is so much harder to break than just one. Hey, CJ's in the background. Laura says, that is why, as Christians, we need to all stand together for Christ. So we are so strong and cannot be broken. Amen to that. And I think Ezra says hi. Might be them in the car, but I don't know. I know as we're going through this, some of it's like, well, duh, but you sometimes need to state things like this, because even if it's obvious, a lot of people still miss the point or don't understand. Ezra says it's Ezra. I mean, reading it is like, well, duh, but... Laura says, hi, Ezra. Ezra, you have been greeted. I saw him just a few minutes ago, so... Hi again, Ezra. Laura says, I like how it always gives examples on how not to be a fool. As do I. It's so simple. This is good, this isn't. It's just... it's that simple. So just says, very practical knowledge. Yes, sir. Hey, CJ? Nod if you can hear me. Okay. You just told me I lost connection with my mic, and I'm like, what? Ezra says, hi, Laura, and waves. CJ blowing up his little screen in the background. Laura says, I thought I was going deaf there for a moment. No, not yet. Not yet. Just me going mute. Mary says, sometimes when I read this, it feels like if we don't prepare for eternity, everything in life is all for nothing. And really, that's what it is. I mean, life is mostly a road trip to preparing for forever. And if you don't prepare for forever, when you get to forever, you're going to be, well, unprepared. Thank you for the comment. It is 11:30, and our time for to close out. CJ says B. Thank you all for the comments and a little bit of discussion. I love having y'all here discussing with me. I thank you all for tuning in. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and that you may have found this video edifying. But until we meet again. Oh, CJ says plug for tonight. Okay, yeah, I better do that. Tonight, Edifications will be the Youngbloods edition. CJ is stoked. We get to be our comical little duo. Look forward to seeing you all at, what time is it? 8 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock CJ's. I think I'm Central, CJ's Eastern, but I don't ever remember. CJ says yeah. Okay, so 8 o'clock Central and 9 o'clock Eastern. Look forward to seeing you all there for the Young Men's edition of Evening Edification. CJ's like, that's too formal. He wants the random talks as the title. But I told him, no, CJ, we gotta be professionally unprofessional. Thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. And I wish you all a good rest of your day till we meet again. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.